few things to point out. There are no bathrooms in the cabins. We do have large bathhouses that are no further than 100 feet from any one of the cabins. So it's a short walk to the bathrooms from the cabins. We have heat in each one of the cabins, as well as 2 to 3 windows in each cabin to provide for that air circulation. This is what our lodge looks like. This is the outside. We have redwood decking all around. The meadow and the grass in the foreground there is where we meet before all of our meals, and the stairs is where we line up to go into the meals. And then this is what the inside of the lodge looks like. This is only half of the lodge. From your perspective, you're seeing the main portion of our lodge, half of it, and about 150 people eating right now in this picture. When your students are there, there won't be that many. There is one other school that will be joining St. Francis Solano, and that's Convent of the Sacred Heart from San Francisco. They're an all-girls school, and they'll be there. More girls. More girls for those channels. But they'll be there from Monday to Friday, and your students will be there from Wednesday to Friday. So they have about 5 or 6 meals together. But again, this is 150, and they're only a class of about 30 as our youth. So be about 70 or 80 people feeding in the lodge. We have lots to eat, plenty of food for your students. There may be some dietary concerns as far as dairy, lactose, or gluten allergy. At every breakfast we have a fruit and salad bar, or a fruit and cereal bar, I'm sorry. And then at every lunch and dinner we have a salad bar. At every lunch we have a soup. The salad bar is great. Has pasta salads, tuna fish, egg salad, as well as all the greens and vegetables for other types of salad. And then along with all of those salad options and fruit bar and cereal bar options, we have a hot dish at every meal. So it could be things for breakfast like pancakes and sausage, or French toast and bacon. And then for lunch, things like burgers and chicken sandwiches. And then at dinner we have your traditional dinners like spaghetti, chicken and rice, burrito night, things like that. Your students are really well fed at CYO camp. Along with all of the meals, that is how our day revolves around the meals. Between those meals, they can go into the lodge at any time after they get the okay from their naturalist, and we have apples, oranges, bananas, and peanut butter and jelly available throughout the entire day. So if they get hungry in the middle of the afternoon, if they're used to having a snack when they get home from school, that's available to them when they would need it. This is what a typical day of camp looks like. We start off pretty early at 8 o'clock in the morning for breakfast. After our 2 activities in the morning, we have lunch, then we have 2 more activities, and then electives start at 4, dinner's at 6, and our evening activity starts at 7. Our evening activity goes for about an hour and a half. Usually we send them back to their cabins at about 9 o'clock. Then from 9 to 10 we call cabin time. That's when they can shower, they can play cards, they can read, and then 10 o'clock blanket for all camp is lights out. And then we get them to bed early so we can keep them moving all day and we don't have any crabby students. Afternoon electives are things like what you see in front of you: basketball, archery, arts and crafts, canoeing. We also have 2 swimming pools at camp, and nature hikes. We have a thing called Gaga Ball. It's like a form of dodgeball. It's a lot of fun. So this is one of the more memorable experiences for students when they come to camp. They get to choose what they want to do on a daily basis. They get an option of like 3 or 4 activities that the naturalists will offer, and then the students get to choose with their friends where they would like to go. Evening activities, for this retreat we've picked campfire and night hike for your students. The night hike is about an hour and a half long, and it's a very experiential learning process. It's heavily science-based, but there's also a little bit of spirituality and self-confidence building weaved in and throughout that experience. We don't go far off trail at all. We take them just under the canopy, so it gets to be pretty naturally dark, and we show them what powers they have as far as being able to see in the dark, and we try to get rid of that fear, if there is any, of total darkness. And in this day and age, we find that a lot of students don't even know what total darkness is, whether they're sleeping in with the nightlight on or they're just not used to seeing the dark, complete darkness. So good opportunity to be out in the woods and have a good experience like that with trusted naturalists. And then campfire is kind of fun and crazy, songs, skits, and s'mores, all for your students. So now I'm going to get into some things that you might want to bring. But before I get into it, I do want you to know that all of this is available online. All of the packing list is available for you online. It's actually quite a nice little list. We have a check out box and a check in box, so you can be in charge of that and make sure that what they took with them gets back to you as well. So important things to bring are listed up here, but there's also other things on that packing list that you'll find online. But backpack, water bottle, really important for your students to have both of those. The backpack just so they can carry a layer or a rain jacket, and their water bottle with them. They're out away from their cabins for the majority of the day, and so we would like them to bring their backpack so they can bring some things along that'll keep them comfortable. Sunscreen, lip, chapstick, things like that. Obviously all of the essential toiletries should be brought. Shower sandals, because everybody shares about 20 to 30 showers. I believe there's close to 30 showers on our property. So we have about 60 to 70 people all sharing those showers. So